Welcome back, my enlightened ones. Welcome back to my channel. It is I, Four Winds Cat. How is everybody tonight? Let me jump over to comments here and say hello to some people here. So we have Sara, my daughter, in here. Sara Synister. We have Jasmine, my modest. Hello, Jazz. Shane is in here. We have Suzanne. Welcome back, Suzanne. Great to have you. I'm super, super glad you made it. Adam and Vincent, welcome, welcome, guys. Izzy, hey, Izzy. How's it going, guys? So I'm all prepared. I got my holy fire in my hand. So this is going to be a crazy night. I say that every time, don't I? So I'm Kat. I'm Four Winds. In case you're new here to my channel, I delve into a lot of things that most people don't delve into. Reiki being one of them. And I was kind of forced into being teacher of these classes by my friend Mike, and I like him because he pushes me out of my comfort zone. So here I am. So thank you all for being here with me tonight. It has been a month since we had the first Reiki class, but I think some of you can understand why I waited a month, because there's a purging process. When I first put that fire in you guys, there is a purging process that you actually go through. And you actually will lose some attachments. We get spiritual attachments. Some of them have dropped off of a few of you here in class that I've discussed with you. I'm always open to chat, so always feel free to hit me up. I will always answer. So let's see. Anybody else new? Nope. Suzanne, Adam. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So the purging process, the release of the Kundalini is one of the things we are going to be talking about tonight that has happened to one of my subjects here in class. So it can be a frightening thing. So we will be talking about that tonight, because what I'm going to be putting into you guys tonight is the first ignitions of the Holy Fire. We did actually put the placement in you last class, and that was the process. It takes usually about a month for it to kind of go through, but I will be discussing some crazy things that are probably going to be happening to you. So please, by all means, have a notebook handy tonight, because I'm going to be walking you through some meditations. And what I'm going to do is, after I walk you through the meditation, I'm going to give you 10 minutes. I'm going to stop talking for 10 minutes, and I'm going to set a timer. And when this timer goes off, it's not loud, so I don't want to scare you. So it's just a very subtle timer that's going to go off to let you know that we're going to jump into the next meditation. You can always come back and redo the meditations. Remember that. But believe me, what I'm going to do to you, 10 minutes is going to be long enough. Trust me. This is really going to start to amplify and purify, and you're connecting now. I have linked below too. I do want to mention we do have 114 chakras. We have 7 major ones that are in our body, which are behind me over here. Excuse me, still getting over that cold. Forgive me. So anyway, but there are 114 chakras above us and below us that connect us all the way up to source. I have linked below in the description after class if you want to give it a go, if you haven't tried it yet. There's a frequency that you just listen to. You can do dishes, you can go to sleep listening to it. And what it does is it's going to activate all your chakras all the way on through, all the way up to source. So that's pretty crazy there. You will have enlightening moments. You may have a few dark and scary moments. I don't want to scare you about that. But the release of the Kundalini, when I had it happen to me about 25 years ago, I would say, I had a nasty attachment I was taught myself how to do automatic writings with beings, and I got a nasty attachment because I didn't know about psychic protection. That's why I teach these classes now. Excuse me. So anyway, I woke up one night convulsing. I was laying in bed, and I just woke up and going back and forth, just like you see in the Exorcist movie. It was crazy. But again, me not knowing what I was doing, because I was self-taught, I thought that it was the demon doing this. And in essence, it was, because he was bonging the Kundalini. He was waking up that spiritual side of me, but I was giving him power. That's not good. So anyway, It lasted, and it usually the release, it can be slow and subtle, and this is why I didn't want to slam these classes at you as hard as you guys really wanted me to, because I don't want the Kundalini to release this way. I want it to release slowly. You will get the pressure around your third eye. I know some of you have felt that already. A lot of you may feel a little flighty. You may be going through periods of depression, which we'll talk about the ascension sicknesses as well that you will be going through. So tonight's class, here we are. Holy Fire, Karuna Reiki 2 with me for wins. And there's actually going to be 2 classes on the 2. Reiki, the first Reiki is made when I left you. You were able to do Reiki on yourself. Tonight's class, you will be able to do Reiki on yourself as well as neighbors, pets, animals, plants. I don't care what it is. Just do it. The more you practice the Reiki, the stronger you're going to get with it. And the more psychic you're going to get. You want to get psychic powers? Do Reiki. So it's really quite crazy. Anybody new in here? Julie, hey, welcome, Jules. Good to see my friend. So anyway, tonight I want to talk about 3 things first, okay? Guide to grounding, centering, and shielding, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my singing bowl right now because I want to raise the frequency in my room. I do have sage burning in the corner over here. I just want to get that frequency up and rolling. If the music's too loud, please tell me in chat and I will turn it down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Reiki bowl. Hopefully, I don't know if it's going to be too loud and you guys may not hear it. I'm not sure how it's going to carry through on the microphone, so we'll just give it a go. So that is the third eye singing bowl that I just used right there. I don't know if you guys heard it. Did you hear it or not hear it? It's okay. It's meant mainly for me right now. So anyway, what I wanted to say, losing my place here. Okay. So grounding and centering, let me get back to my banners here. I've lost my place here. The guide to grounding, centering, and shielding. And I'm going to show you guys how simple it is, okay? Now, every time I tell you guys to blow out tonight, and remember, I want you to be the dragon, okay? Use your intent and picture anything negative, anything that you want to release, any fears, anything. When you blow it out, I want you burning it as you blow it because you don't want to drop it on your floor. This is negative energy. By burning it, you're transmuting it and you're turning it to positive energy of love and light. So that's awesome. So every time I tell you to exhale, purple breath, purple flame, be Saint Germain, the dragon. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. But as far as centering yourselves, okay, centering, what does this mean to center? Centering is gaining complete self-awareness by pulling all your thoughts and energy into your care and dispelling distracting thoughts, worries, and doubts. Centering helps balance your chakras, separates positive from the negative energy, and allows you to find focus. It is a simple and quick exercise to complete. When you center yourself and you ground yourself, remember, your soul likes to hang up out here. We need it in the body sometimes to be in this here and now moment. So by grounding and centering yourself, you're pulling your soul back into your body and saying, hey, get down here. Okay. So, and it makes you feel more connected. So when you feel spacey and when you feel disconnected, it's time to ground and center. So that's what that means. Okay. When should you center yourself? Before grounding, okay? So we're going to center ourselves before we do the grounding process. Before and after any spells, rituals, divination, or meditation. Before shielding. We'll discuss shielding in a moment. Of course, that's just putting your bubble up or putting your light up. So anytime you feel ill, spacey, disconnected, or off, you need to center yourself, okay? How do you center yourself? Find a good space. Centering can be done literally anywhere, but ideal spaces would be quiet, safe, and in nature. Close your eyes and begin deep and purposeful breathing. You can be standing or sitting. Visualize pulling all the energy, thoughts, and self into your core. You choose a chakra that your intuition tells you would be the best place to put it. Once your energy is settled there and you feel your chakras balancing, visualize all negative energy being pushed outside of your core, leaving only beneficial energy remaining. If you choose to speak an affirmation, centering should take about 2 minutes with amazing results. This is the affirmation. I am calm and I am at peace. I have a powerful light within me. I am balanced. My mind, body, and spirit are one. I am centered. So, what I want everybody to do right now, okay, is I want you to uncross your legs. I know I'm catching some of you. Uncross your legs. Sit up nice and straight. Go into the Gasso position. Okay, the Gasso position is the prayer position in Reiki. But I always put my thumb into my heart chakra because that's where the energy is coming and going from. So why not? That is a portal there. I'm going to use it. So everybody go into the Gasso position. Sitting up straight, legs uncrossed. Everybody take a nice deep breath in through your nose. When you go into the Gasso position, exhale, be the dragon, blow out any negative thoughts, any negative feelings you may be feeling throughout your day. I'm going to put this back up again. Take another nice deep breath in, all the way down to your diaphragm. Big belly breath. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Be the dragon. Blow out any negative energy, okay? And repeat after me. I am calm and at peace. I have a powerful light within me. I am balanced. My mind, body, and spirit are one. I am centered. Take another deep breath in one more time. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, be the dragon. I am calm and at peace. I have a powerful light within me. I am balanced. My mind, body, and spirit are one. I am centered. Okay, so what we did was we just centered you. Now, grounding, the new energies and the higher lights. So this is why you want to ground yourself, because you're going to have so much crazy energy running through you. It can build up in you, and it can actually cause more ascension sickness. You need to ground that. You need to get it out of you. How do you do that? Be a freaking tree. It's that simple. Picture yourself standing on the top of a hill and you're putting roots out your feet and you're shoving them down into the ground. Breathing and centering, breathing and releasing, putting your energy and your roots down into the ground. As you inhale, feel the energy coming up through the roots in your feet, going into your body. And I want you to put it right into your heart space, right into your heart chakra, because your heart's going to pump that through your body, okay? Now we'll go the other way. Be the tree again. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to go up like a tower from the top of your crown chakra. We're going up past the stars, past the moon, past the sun, Helios. We're going all the way up. Look for the dark matter where there's no stars or anything in the sky. I am told that this is where heaven resides. This is what keeps planets from blowing off into oblivion. This is where it keeps everything in centered. So anyway, go ahead and release, relax. Okay, so basically we just ground and centered ourselves. There's other ways you can ground and center yourself, but I just wanted to show you how quick and easy it is. It's all about number one, prana, that breath. Releasing. When you get angry, this is a great technique to use. When you feel you want to blow, you're not losing that moment to be angry, and still you can always react later, but take those first 3 deep breaths and center and ground yourself, and I guarantee you're putting more oxygen to your brain, so you're going to think more clearly on the situation and the matter at hand. So it just totally makes sense to do that. I'm jumping over to comments because I'm being rude. Ashley, welcome, Ash. Great to have you, sweetheart. Glad you're here, honey. Okay, so grounding and center. Why would you ground yourself? Other ways you can ground yourself. Plant your feet. Place both feet flat on the floor. Sit up straight. Uncross your legs. Feeling the chair supporting you. Feel feet touching the floor. Inhale slowly while mentally counting to 5, Geez, I count to 5. Completely to count to 5. Repeat 5 times. Notice what you see around you. Say out loud 5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you can feel, 2 things you can smell. By doing this is pulling you into the here and now by doing that. Okay. Going outside. I have a cup of coffee. Every morning I go outside and I watch my squirrels and I watch my birds and I watch my hummingbird come to the feeder. I do all these things because that is peace in me, and that's me connecting with nature by in being in that here and now moment. So it's so crucial to do it. Okay, so what does it do? To ground is to pour your energies back into the earth and feel the warm calm of nature entering your body in the exchange, and plus you're pulling your soul back into your physical body. Now we're going to talk about shielding. Shielding, what is an energy attack or psychic attack? A psychic attack takes place when somebody is sending you negative energy coming from the living, yes. Whether this person does it on purpose or not, it can also be an entity attack. We get them all the time. There are several forms: intentional attacks, unintentional attacks, energy vampirism, a consequence of negative charged environment or place in which you are feeling oppressed because you are sensitive and are feeling the effects of this toxic environment. This can also impact your energy field. Biggest thing, bubble up, man. I tell people to do this all the time. Intent is everything. Have I not taught you? Ground center. It's that quick for me. I've been doing this so long. It's just instant. My bubble's up. I just picture pushing beautiful golden light coming down through my crown chakra, pushing it out through my heart, making a bubble and round. Have fun with your bubble. Put hearts in it. Put sparkles in it. I put hearts or sparkles on mine. Have fun with it. The more you visualize, the more you are actually manifesting it to happen. So belief is the biggest thing. I think that was the hardest thing I had is believing the power is there and I have that power. You have that power. We all have that power. We have the power. Okay. So next thing we're going to move on to is giving thanks. That's a very important thing to do. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to call the angels in right now. So if you want to go back into the gasso position, legs uncrossed, please. And everybody just close your eyes and take a moment and just repeat the words after me, please. We're inviting good things into your home now. I now call upon my team of angels, energy healing guides and angels. Please surround me with divine healing, love, and light. I ask for complete healing on the level of my mind, body, and spirit, inside and out. I ask that you release any and all blockages, cleanse my entire being, and raise my vibration to support total healing according to divine will. As it is, so mote it be. Okay, now I think you remember last time we talked, I told you guys hum. Here's the humming. Okay, so every one of your chakras has a note to it. If you look, the crown chakra is the G note. The third eye is the F note. The throat is the E note. The upper heart is a D. Is it major? I don't know what those are. Anyway, and then your regular, right in the middle there, your heart is a D. Then we go down to the lower heart, which is a C. Then the solar plexus, which is a C. So I'm assuming that's a C major or C minor. I don't know. I'm not big on the solfeggio. This is your solfeggio scale, guys, here, if you pay attention. The sacral is the B note, and the root chakra is the A note, and the frequencies are listed next to them. So whatever chakra you have blocked, say it's your crown chakra. That's frequency 768. This is how easy it is. YouTube, frequency 768 HZ. That's all you got to type in, and you're going to have a whole list come up of unblocking that. So that's really quite amazing. So the solfeggio note is called the miracle tone, all right? Frequencies and Reiki, and this is all goes hand in hand. So solfeggio is the frequency is 432 hertz, okay? This is the miracle tone. 528 hertz is another lovely one that is of the heart space there. Okay, so let's go over your chakras. Now I mentioned that there's 114 of them. I'm not going to go over all of them, so do not worry. But I want you to come off the crown chakra there, the purple ball, and let's go up. We have the caswell chakra, which lays about 6 to 7 inches above your head. Then we have the universal chakra, which is about 13 inches above your head. And then you have the stellar gateway, and it just keeps going on and on and on. And then from the root chakra, that's the red ball at the bottom, we have the earth star chakra below our feet. This is the angel sandal frond that's in charge of that one. But if you look at all how that goes up, now if you look at every chakra, this is only going up to 36. Okay, this isn't 114. You cannot find 114 chart anywhere. So this goes up to 36 here, but you can see how the higher you go up in your frequency and your chakra and it's unblocked, and the higher you go, oops, probably I'm pointing the wrong side, the higher you're going up in dimensions over here. So that's quite crazy how that works. All right, so the chakra colors, okay, I'm not going to get into those because it's not so important. But if you feel that one of those chakras is blocked, it's good. Even just wearing the color of that chakra does make a difference. The colors have a frequency to it. The color blue, which is the throat chakra, Archangel Michael, if I had a problem with my throat chakra, I would wear the color blue, okay? So everything has frequencies. When you stop seeing the world in a 3D environment and start seeing the world in frequencies, as Nikola Tesla said, to understand the universe, start seeing things in frequencies. So anyway, so you can see how the dimensions go up here. I'm not going to get more into that. Now, as far as the 114 chakras, and this is all I'm going to say about it, I've linked it below if you want to unblock those frequencies and unblock every one of those chakras. Remember, each one of them is a gateway. Every chakra is a gateway. Remember that. It's a portal. Okay? So remember that. So every time you unblock more and more, you start getting more and more messages. Like I said, I'm not special because I can talk to wonderful things. You have this ability. You just got to get the blocks and the things out of the way. Lord Ganesh is great for slapping things out of the way. We'll talk about him in another class. So anyway, so tonight, we discussed the 3 flames of the Reiki last week. Remember, I told you to activate one above your head, activate one below your feet, and activate one in your stomach chakra. Tonight, all 3 of these fires are going to come together and they're going to go into your heart space and you're going to burn. And the shadow side of you needs to come up, please. Deal with the shadow work. Don't bury it by drinking. Don't bury it by doing drugs. You're not helping yourself. You're making the problem harder on yourself. Bring it to the surface. It needs to be enlightened. All, like they tell me, the karmic debt is due. And this is all about, we're breaking traditions that our parents have handed down to us. My dad was an alcoholic. I am not. We're breaking traditions. We're breaking these curses that have been placed upon our family, maybe lineages before. But this Reiki is going to break you all free from this. So this is going to be really intense tonight. So so anybody who's following in the book, we're going to page 71 and 72 in the Holy Fire Reiki book. I have mine buried, so I'm going to try to do this without my book. I actually wrote my own. They have scripts in the books on telling you a meditation. I actually wrote one that's a little bit longer because to me, you're going to get more out of it the deeper I pull you in, okay? So I rewrote the meditation myself, so you're not going to find the meditations in the book, but I'm willing to share them. So no worries. If you want them, just let me know. I have them on Google's Docs, and I can send it to you, and you can tape yourself saying it or whatever. Also too, let's see here. So all 3 of these fires are going to come together in one space, okay? So we're going to go, I have to read one quick thing to you guys here, if you don't mind. All right. To use the Holy Fire Reiki, activate the session by simply intending to use it. I kind of wanted to walk you through this so when you go to work on your client or your neighbor or your plant or your pet, you know, you don't want your pet looking at you funny. What are you doing? No. Excuse me. So when I like to kind of walk you through the process. So instantly, like I said, we're going to be drawing the Holy Fire Flame, whether it's with your finger or a pen. I'm just doing it so I can show you guys. Visuals good. I learned by seeing. So anyway, by doing that, wow, I'm losing my train of thought. There it goes right out the window. Okay, let's see here. What was I going to say? Any more spiritual attachments? Say goodbye. Bye-bye. They're going away tonight. So please pay attention to your dreams tonight. This is very, 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 very important because you're going to have miraculous stuff. And you may have, here it is. You ready? Yes. After I took on the Holy Fire Reiki, I had many of these. I was actually watching myself sleep. There was three of me. That was crazy. So the soul is not one. Think of an onion. It has layers. Okay, there's different parts of you. Your higher self, which is your Christ consciousness, which whatever you want to call it, that's connecting with you now, and it's working, and it's healing, and it's activating new DNA that's been sleeping in you for millennia. Okay, we've been here before. So anyway. So let me just finish reading this here. I'm ready to begin the session. So again, go into the gasso position. Having you guys draw it at first to get in the habit of doing it. But as soon, like I said, I've been doing this for 6 years, and as soon as my hands come together, I instantly start sweating, and they know, oh, cat's getting busy. Okay, I don't even have to ask them to come in. They're here before my hands are just basically come together. So that's quite cool. All right, I like to draw the Holy Fire Flame in both palms. I just did it on one tonight. Go in the gasso position. You may also draw the flame over the area of the infected area of the client. This is important. Say somebody has stomach issues. You can actually draw maybe even Zonar over it if you wanted to, but you can draw the Holy Fire symbol over it. Remember, these other Reiki symbols, which we will be discussing in a moment, will back up the Holy Fire. Half the time, I don't even use the Reiki symbols. My bad. I don't, because the Holy Fire Reiki is so powerful. Unless it's something like that needs to be healed at a deep level, I may use Zonar or whatever, depending on what the need is of the client. But you're going to get more intuition, and you're going to be picking up on things. So that's really crazy. Or you can repeat the words, Holy Fire, Reiki, activate. You don't even have to draw the symbol. Holy Fire, Reiki, activate. I feel like the twins there. The superpowers. Okay. The Holy Fire Reiki heals burning and transmuting the negative energies, which is called Bayaki, or negative, which is Ki. Release malicious spirits or other entities not compatible with the client's path of development. This is what your Reiki does for your client, but this is what your Reiki is going to do for you tonight. Restores physical ailments, emotions, mind, and spirit, boosts confidence and feelings of safety and peace. Remember, peace comes from inside. It's not out here. The craziness going on in the world, you're not going to find it out here. You got to find it inside. Okay. Feeling loved and at peace. Holy Fire empowers all previous symbols. Holy Fire Reiki is God-based, yes, but is not religious. Attunements, new name, are going to be called ignitions. If you've taken Usui or any other form of Reiki, they call it attunements. These are not attunements. I don't have to stand behind you. I don't have to make you do certain symbols and mantras and hold the tongue to the roof of your mouth. You don't have to do any of that stuff because it's coming directly from source. Okay. Holy Fire is ignited in the student, not by the teacher, but by being conducted directly by the Holy Fire energy itself. These new atonements are now called ignitions instead. So these are called ignitions. We were putting ignitions in you guys tonight. We placed it in you last month. Now we're doing the ignitions. Okay. These ignitions are done with the teacher because the student is now directly connected to source energy, God. Holy fire is a spiritual energy that creates a wholeness through purification, healing, empowerment, and guidance. The completion, the pre-ignition 24 hours is a cleansing. I gave you guys a month because there was a lot of garbage. I've been doing this 30 years and I still have stuff that I think, hey, I'm clear. Oh, well, there's more crap. Really? It keeps coming, man. Holy fire ignitions, healing fire ignitions. This process is spread over 2 days to ignite the holy fire love experience. This is why I'm breaking it up in 2 classes tonight. The Holy Fire Reiki 2 is going to be done tonight and not next week, but the week after. I believe it's the 15th. It's the 15th. Will be, no, that's not right, because we're the 11th right now. Okay, the 25th. I thought I wrote them down. Anyway, I'll be posting them out anyway. You'll see them. So not next week's class, but the week after. That's when it is. Next week's class is going to be making a scrying mirror and how to scry. All right. Holy fire shifts students' energies so profoundly it removes restrictions and patterns in you are replaced by the holy fire. This shift takes some time. Holy fire energy is higher frequency to connect to energy in a unique way. In a combination of purification and empowerment, some students can take up to a month. This is why I took a month, guys, okay? Holy fire to establish its energy and one's energy field, okay? We have what's called the hara. We haven't discussed the hara. It's another part of you. But it's extended out into your auric field. Okay, it's called the hara. And what this does is when I do soul retrievals on people and pull things back, I don't put them in the people themselves. I drop it in the hara, because the hara will heal it first, and then it will be slowly integrated back into the physical body as well as the spiritual body. But it has to go to the hara first, so it's kind of crazy. All right. So once the holy fire shifts into your aura, you will become filled with love, peace, and joy. Your heart chakra, if it hasn't happened, is going to blow wide open. You're going to be so emotional. You're going to be an emotional wreck. You're going to cry at stupid commercials. I sit outside and sometimes I just, thank you, God, because I have so much gratitude in me. It's ridiculous. Sometimes my cup overflows. Ignitions are done directly by the holy fire itself, conducted through a series of meditations that I will walk you through tonight. The holy fire then takes over and guides the student through the ignition process. As I said, I'm only going to let you guys go for 10 minutes. Religion doesn't own God, Holy Spirit, or Jesus. All these energies existed before religion. It's our experiences and relationships that are personal to us with our God, our Holy Spirits, that we are already connected to. Release religious trauma. Now's the time to do it. Return to source, God, and Jesus. Now, when I mention Jesus, he's one of the ascended masters here. He's the one that gave us this holy fire Reiki. So we have a lot to thank him for. Okay, so here we go. Spiritual ascension. Did I do this one? Okay, so the enlightenment of the ascension chart here, okay, as I said, we're no longer in the third dimension. Sorry, I got reversed over here. No longer in the third dimension. We're actually working in the fourth dimension. When you're sad and you have days when you feel disconnected, you might be kind of bouncing back between the two. When I do a lot of spiritual, I'm kind of operating up here because I have to, because I deal a lot of darkness in this house with the haunted museum and stuff, and I kind of keep myself in that state of grace. I don't drink, I don't do drugs and any of that, but that's just me. Again, this is all spiritual. Spirituality is all personal. It's not me to tell you how this is going to be for you, okay? You take what I'm giving you, what I'm selling you, okay? You take it and you warp it and you form it to fit within your parameters in what your belief system is, okay? I'm not here to change your belief system. I'm just here to make you shine brighter. Moving on, spiritual ascension means a magical awakening of the soul into a higher level of consciousness. It merges you to a pure and divine source of pure energy. Some signs of spiritual ascension. Let me know who has these. You're drawn towards nature. Me. Emotionally detached from family and friends. I went through that for a long time. It is a very frustrating process. Your family comes over to visit. You love seeing them, but yet there's something in you that's not engaged, and you can feel it. Intense frustration, sadness, and rage. Remember, you have moments of rage. Rage is another form of fear. That means there's something in your shadow self that's coming to the surface. You might not know what it is, but your subconscious does. Okay, remember that. So don't be so hard on yourself when you have these moments of weakness, or when you have these moments of the pity party, I call it, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. This too shall pass. My favorite saying. My voice is going to crap out on me, I think. So self-talk and inner dialogue, unusual dreams, body discomfort, pain, aches, stages of spiritual ascension, awakening, especially at 3 a.m. in the morning. This is usually when we get downloads from angels and angelics, from our ascended masters. We're easy to talk to then. We're not being so stupid. Jeez. Okay. Self-talk and inner dialogue, unusual dreams, body discomfort, as I said, rebirth. And this is what is happening to you guys. You're actually going through a rebirth. The old you is dying away. So say goodbye. Okay? The brand new you're that butterfly coming out of the chrysalis. Okay? All right, so let go of old patterns. I know there's some in here in chat that have let go of some patterns, and I'm freaking proud of them. I'm so proud of them. God love you. Rebirth, and as I said, this is ascension. Some other ascension symptoms: emotional outburst, increasing clarity. Oh my God, you're going to have many moments of epiphanies. I have those all the time. Your body will detox, and this is funny because when you detox, you're not going to want to eat so much. And when you do, it's not going to want to be fast food. It's not going to want to be stuff that doesn't have any nutritional value. The best thing that you can eat is fruits and vegetables. And meat's fine. Just bless it first, because think about this. An animal knows it was about to die, and it's in that death state when it dies, and it's throwing fear into that meat. Do you understand me? So by blessing the meat, you raise the frequency of it out of the death state, and then when you consume it, it's not going to lower your frequency down, okay? So it's not a religious thing to bless your stuff. You're taking it and you're putting consciousness into it, and you're being in that here and now moment, and you're practicing what you should be doing. By blessing and just taking a moment, you're getting out of that autopilot. You're thinking about things. I can bless my coffee, even just, I love you, saying into my cup. It's been proven that the consciousness of water changes by just speaking words to it. That's how I make holy water. And now I'm drinking it, and I got love in a cup. Okay, so as I said, out of body experiences, but the Kundalini is the thing I want to talk about right now. Okay, so the Kundalini, the rising of the Kundalini is a divine feminine energy. Hey, somebody left that cosmic gateway in there. That lies dormant at the base of the spine in the Muladhara chakra. When awakened, this energy uncoils and rises up in the spinal column to your brain, activating all 7 chakras and connecting an individual to the cosmic consciousness. And what happens is when it snakes through the chakras just like this, okay? So it goes through them just, just like that. And when it does that, it creates more vortexes, and it creates more vortexes, and you're creating like universes and universes inside yourself. It's really quite crazy. So the Kundalini rising, it is a scary thing, but these are the benefits of the Kundalini rising. It's a stress relief, better cognitive functioning, greater body awareness, improvement, concentration, strengthens the nervous system, and mindfulness, and not to mention there are other things to consider. Okay, I just want to go over the Reiki symbols. I'm not going to go and spend a lot of time on them because tonight's about the meditation, so that's what I want to get into. But remember the Karuna Reiki symbols. I do want to point out, some of you have bought some of these sets over here because you can use these to place on the clients, and they're awesome. But some of them actually have the Usui in with them. Remember, Holy Fire Reiki is the highest frequency in the World Peace Reiki out there, okay? And I do have that linked in my last class for the World Peace Reiki, so you can actually go on beyond this class if you want to. You just won't be certified for it. But these are, the Usui is below the level of the Holy Fire Reiki, if you understand that. They're good to use. If there's like maybe distant healing you need to do, one of them is distant healing and so forth and so on. They're great to use. But again, you can use them with the Karuna Reiki symbols as well. But just kind of remember, there's kind of a step down. So I'll probably get flack back for that one. So anyway, so the Holy Fire, here it is. It's up there in the corner over here. See it over there? Okay, so basically it's drawn by going up one side, coming down 1, 2, 3. Everything in the Karuna Holy Fire Reiki is done in 3. Zona, when you go through the middle of it 3 times, okay? We'll go back to Zona here. He's the top left one there. You can see, and then when you go through, let's see, there should be another one in there somewhere. The halu. See the halu? That actually is looped around 3 times in the middle too. That's why it's got 3 arrows going around. But anyway, I don't get too caught up in how to draw them and so forth. The best thing you can do is do this, is take some of these index cards, draw the symbol with the meaning on the back. That's a great way to know them. But again, like I said, this is all personal. I just do the Holy Fire Reiki, and I have so much energy running through me. And unless I know that there's a certain trauma or something that I can really focus on, and that's when I will pull out these symbols and pinpoint that and really focus into those areas. So again, how to draw them. So the zonar is drawn from the top straight across like a regular Z, and then looped around 3 times there in the center. The halu, the next one over. That one, you can, you have it in books too, guys. You can actually check into it. I'm not going to get any more in depth in that. And I said, this is the Holy Fire Reiki. So if we want to go ahead, I just want to go through a couple more things too. They also have these stones too, which I have these right here with me, actually, if you wanted to see them. These stones are great for focusing on the chakra that may be blocked. I do have them here somewhere. Yeah, here they are. So these are mine right here. So, but that's basically what's in the picture there. And then of course I do have the black ones that I showed you, which are these. I do have these as well. So and I do use them depending on the client and depending on how long I want to take and how much of a focus. Sometimes when a client comes, you'll do like initiation, just kind of just go in and bioscan them and go through and kind of figure out, talk with them. The best way to know your client before your intuition and your psychicness, is that a word? I don't think that's a word. Kicks in, okay? Your psychic awareness, when it actually kicks in more, because the more Reiki you do, the more this will happen. Talk to your clients. They'll tell you best. There's client sheets that are located in the back of these books that I've sent out to a few of you. I got a cough, sorry guys. Excuse me, that I've sent out to a few of you, and it tells you how you can go down and write what the client's complaints are or what they need to focus on or whatever. Knowing the anatomy, I do want to mention this, just kind of have an idea of the anatomy and how it sits in people. Like when I bioscan people, I will actually see a dark spot in a certain area, and it's good for me to know what I'm focusing on. Sorry guys, gonna drink. So, and of course, you guys know the gassel position. I just threw that in there in case you needed that. Now, the 12 hand positions, I'm just going through this really quickly, and then in the last class, I'll really get more into detail with it. The 12 hand positions. But again, this is all personal. These 12 hand positions are not set in stone. You go, when you start doing Reiki on somebody, your hands will start to move. Oh, I guess I'm going over here now. It's weird. It really is weird. And I do want to say tonight, do not be alarmed if you feel tingling around your head tonight. We're asking things to activate things in you. They're going to be working on your chakras. They're going to be working on your body. You will feel them if you are intuitive at all. Okay, so these are the basic 12 hand positions over the eyes. I never do over the eyes. That's just me. The temples, I do. That's usually where I start at, but I'm not actually putting my hands on their head. I actually put my hands for about maybe 4 or 5 inches away when I do the temple. The throat, that's great if they're having communication problems, or maybe they have, maybe they had throat cancer or something and you need to work in that area. The base of the skull, this is a very important area because this is the number one place that something will attach to somebody, is at the base of the skull. That's where mine was attached. So anyway, then the heart, the solar plexus, the navel, the groin, and again, don't go places that you don't feel comfortable going. I get that. You're not going to be a good conduit. You're not going to be a good Reiki person if you're not feeling comfortable and at ease, because things flow when you're not fighting it. Okay, so being relaxed and being at ease. And as I talked about bioscanning the body, or called beaming, which means to scan one's body energy field. I see dark areas. This is the way I see it. I'm not saying that's the way you're going to see it. That's my gift. That's the way I see it. I will see a thickness there, and I will go back with my tuning forks, and I will go back and do it with my hands, and I will do my things until I see it release. Okay, sometimes you actually, this is the shaman in me, is I actually will reach in and with intent, picture grabbing it with my hand, and I pull it out and then instantly put my other hand on it to put light into that area. If you remove, you have to put the light back in, because if you don't, you leave in a leaching hole that's leaching energy. And guess what's going to happen? Something else is going to find, hey, path of least resistance. Okay, I know it sounds crazy, but it is how it works. I've been doing this for 30 years. I really have. It's really nuts. So, and again, the last thing that you're going to do when you end your session with the client, okay, besides thanking everything for helping you, which I usually do after the client leaves, is the dry rub or the brushing. Remove toxins, debris, low vibrating energies, and energy blockages with your dry brush. Transfer energy to the earth as you are already grounded. Focus that all the negative energy are flowing into the ground when you move or brush down to your feet. Okay, so I've been through everything here tonight. Now it's time to get serious, people. So I'm going to jump over to chat. I want you guys to go get drinks, go to the bathroom, go do what you gotta do, because I'm about to nail you hard. I'm gonna get you good. So the I'm just babbling here now. Don't worry about that. So these are the Karuna Reiki symbols. When you hear talking about the Karuna, these are them. There's 8 of them, okay? And then, of course, the Holy Fire Reiki symbol, okay? So these are the primed ones that I work off of. So I'm going to jump over to comments. I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes or so if you want to take a potty break or anything else. Let's see here. Meditation level, gratitude and practice. Okay, so I think we're all good. So I got the meditation right here. This is the meditation that I wrote, and like I said, if you guys are interested in it, I can actually send it over to you and in chat or something if you like. Hi Judy, how you doing, my sweetness? I'll be gentle, Adam, like a bull in a china closet. I do guarantee if you have any attachments left on you guys, they're going bye-bye. My friend Mike did this to me when I had what was called a trickster demon, and he was extremely powerful. And my friend Mike slammed this into me all in one day. I went through Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and Reiki 3. I was willing. I didn't care I don't care what it takes. I did have the flu-like symptoms. I woke up, I had the full body aches the next day, the headaches, lots of water. I can't stress that enough. Remember that, guys. Grounding and centering yourselves. When you start feeling the ascension sickness come on, nausea, this includes your teeth as well. Your teeth will hurt. You're vibrating at a higher frequency. All the atoms in your body are vibrating at a higher frequency, and it's affecting your physical body. It makes sense, does it not? Okay, so you guys tell me when you're ready, and we'll start this. Look at this rolling. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to pop this up for a second because I'm going to guzzle some honey. I got to coat my throat, or I'm not going to get through this. Okay. I had this nasty chest cold. And it's not because I smoke and have asthma. It's my last crutch I got to get rid of, and I'm getting rid of it here. I made a promise. Mother's Day's coming, damn it. All right. So, you guys ready to rock and roll? All right. Julie's ready. The baby would stop stealing my water bottle. Okay. So. All right. I need everybody to sit comfortably. Okay. You can sit, you can lay down. Adam thinks he's ready. Okay. Is Angie ready? Meow meow. Okay. So I want you to sit comfortably in your chair, uncross your legs, take a nice deep breath in. Remember, we're going to be the dragon when we blow it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Blow out any tensions, blow out any stress you may be feeling within your body or in your mind. Any thoughts that arise during this, guys, I want you to just push them aside, acknowledge them, and just push them aside, okay? Just concentrate on my voice. Let's take another nice deep breath in. Big belly breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Be the dragon. Release any tension you may be feeling in your face, feeling in your neck and your shoulders. Relax your back. You're releasing all stress and letting it go. Take another deep breath in, deep down into your belly. Hold it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Relax your arms. Relax your wrists. Relax your hands. Wiggle your fingers. Relax your fingers. Relax your stomach and your hips. Relax your legs. Relax your knees. Relax your ankles. Relax your feet. Relax your toes. Go into the Gasso position, please. Now, close your eyes. You are now feeling peaceful and completely relaxed. You see a beautiful glowing blue light coming closer to you, but you have no fear. The closer the light comes, the more love you feel envelop you. This light is Archangel Michael. He comes to you now, placing his cobalt blue cloak of protection around your shoulders, over your back, and he buckles it at the neck. You are now feeling the warmth and the glow of the divine love of Archangel Michael. You are now feeling completely safe and serene and at peace. In your cloak of protection, if you notice any thoughts entering your mind, simply again push them aside. It is a beautiful spring sunny day. The birds are singing, and you find yourself walking through a lush green forest. As you breathe into yourself, imagine breathing in the life essence of the forest itself. The animals, you're breathing it into you. It's entering into every fiber of your being. You can smell the wetness of Mother Earth and the sweet lush grass and the green ferns and the beautiful aroma of the forest flowers scattered all around your feet and ankles. You feel the cool dampness of the earth beneath your feet. As you walk, you are feeling all the tension of the day just melting away with every step you take. The morning dew kisses your feet and the ankles as you continue walking down the forest trail. You feel the energy of Mother Gaia coming up through the soles of your feet. You feel loved and completely whole. You hear the birds happily greeting you with their songs as if they were just singing these songs just for you. You are now feeling in harmony and at peace, feeling one with all. As you continue down this woodland path, you notice a clearing in the woods. You step out into a wild, flowered-filled field. You see butterflies dancing above the flowers and dragonflies darting around. You hear the birds singing merrily in the air as if they're beckoning you to come and to lay down in this magical field. You notice a small hill in the distance, feeling compelled to lay upon this lush green hill. You begin to make your way up the grassy knoll. You sit down in the warm grass and lay your back comfortably and begin to gaze up into the beautiful sky. You notice the clouds and the shapes as they pass you by. One cloud in particular seems to just hover above you. This cloud seems to be communicating with you. So you take notice as it just hovers there above you. You intently watch this little cloud. You notice a small hole in the middle of the cloud, and as the hole starts to grow and to part, a magnificent light beam begins to poke through the land directly onto you laying on the grass. The light shines all around you. It begins to flow into you. You realize this is no ordinary light. This light comes from the highest of heavens. You start to feel the warmth of the heavenly light upon your face, and you notice how it begins to radiate through your body and your full being. This light beckons you and begins to guide you. I will not speak for another 10 minutes. Follow the light. We are asking now for the Holy Fire Reiki placement 1. If you guys want to open your eyes, shut my phone up, stop talking. Okay, if you guys want to open your eyes up, welcome back to the present moment that we were in. Anybody have any crazy visions? See anything cool? Colors, fire, anything? Like my Scooby-Dooby-Doo? So, all right, so location if you guys want to why is that special software? All right, skip track allows you to discover the exact location. Trying to get back to my timer. Okay. You had lots of healing. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love to hear that, guys. Let's see here, I'm trying to get my timer back up. Okay, so I actually let you guys go a little bit longer than 10 minutes because these are the really placements that are really gonna hammer you hard. So if you guys want to go to the bathroom, if you want, you was given a gift of blue tin ornament at the end. Blue is Archangel Michael's color, so that makes sense to me. Do you have problems with your throat chakra, Julie, at all? Sometimes it's about communicating your feelings to other people, especially in your family. That could be a gift from Archangel Michael, and I'm hearing a yes, it is. So you got a gift from Archangel Michael, so that's awesome. Anybody else see anything? Scared the crap out of you? You fell asleep. That's good. You know what? And when you do these meditations and you fall asleep and think, I didn't, you just went deep, and that's fine. Your subconscious is still doing the work, and everything's still going on in there. So that's awesome. Even if you don't remember a dang thing, that's totally awesome. They'll get you in your dreams. Trust me. Okay. So if you guys want to do a bathroom break, because we're going to do this one more time. Got to do it one more time. But this time we're doing placement 2. That was placement 1. So this is where it's really going to start getting bubbles are always attached to the Merkaba. Yeah, first. Then I found myself being in perfect sync with the fire as it circled. Awesome. That's fantastic. I love that. Julie, I think the first time she did it, Julie here, Atherton, that's in chat, she actually saw a stained glass window, if I remember right, and some other stuff. I don't quite remember what. I remember the stained glass window, so that was all the many colors on it. So that totally makes sense to me too. It's, again, you're not meant to really understand what's going on. Your subconscious in your body and everything else that's connected to everything knows what's happening. Okay, we're just trying to get you to get up to speed. You started to fall asleep, and that's fine, Ash. That's totally fine. Okay, so why don't we, you guys let me know, and we're going to go into another one, and I'm going to do it actually for, I think, I'm going to do it for 15 minutes this time because I really want you, because this is the end of it, guys. It's just going to do it for 15 minutes. And then after that, we can discuss a couple things, and then we can let you go. I do remember that, Julie. I have great long-term memory. It's my short-term memory that sucks. You saw a couple things. First, I followed light up into the clouds, and then after that, there was a sunset, and everything was beautiful and calm, but there was a contained tornado that just stood. I have had a lot of tornado dreams, believe it or not. I had one dream, there was 8. I was watching 8 separate tornadoes just twisting off in the distance, and I was sitting up on high. Maybe it was on Mount Olympus, I don't know. But that's really cool, Jasmine. That's really awesome. So again, right now it's about just observing, okay? Don't sit here and critique, and don't say, why did I get that? And I don't want you to go into that. No, because you're going to create blocks by doing that for yourself. So by being loosey-goosey, go with the flow, okay? Don't try to figure out what you're seeing, and just enjoy it with emotion and know that you're safe and you're at peace, okay? So, all right. So I'm going to walk you back through this again, guys. The same meditation all over again, okay? So we're going to do this. So if you want to sit up straight, uncross your legs, draw the holy fire flame in your hand, clap your hands together 3 times if you want to do it that way. I just go in the gossip position and it's already in place for me. I actually picture, you'll usually see my hands apart, never together, because I picture that's the flame right there. Look, it's this the shape of the flame. Why not? So actually, this is it was called a mandra for your solar plexus. That this position that I got them set in. So apparently, I got solar plexus problems. Okay, so everybody's comfortable. Everybody ready to go again? We're gonna do it for 15 minutes. I'm not gonna talk after when I'm done talking. I'm gonna let it go, and don't stop till Scooby-Doo scares the hell out of you. Okay. So, hands together, picture that holy fire flame in your hands. And I want you to picture out that holy fire flame going right into the center of your heart, please. Okay. And I want you to say out loud, I ask my ascended angels and masters to please put the holy fire placement 2 in me now. Okay. All right. So sit comfortably in your chair, uncross your legs. Let's take another deep breath in. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take another nice deep breath in. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With the next breath, I want you to picture centering yourself. Take that deep breath in. As you exhale, picture your breath going down through your spinal column, down into the ground to Mother Gaia. Exhale. We're grounding and we're centering ourselves. It's another beautiful day. It's spring and it's sunny and the birds are singing and you find yourself walking through a lush green forest. As you breathe into yourself, imagine breathing in the life essence of the forest and the animals. It's entering into every fiber of your being. You can smell the wetness of Mother Earth beneath your feet, and the sweet, lush green ferns and the beautiful aroma of the forest and flowers that are scattered all around your feet and ankles. You feel the cool dampness of the earth beneath your feet as you walk. You are feeling all the tension of the day just melting away, going down into the ground with every step you take. The morning dew is kissing your feet and ankles as you continue walking down this forest trail. You feel the energy of Mother Earth coming up through the soles of your feet, making you feel loved and completely whole. You hear the birds happily greeting you with their songs as they are just singing these songs just for you. You are now feeling in harmony and at peace and at one with all. As you continue down this woodward path, you notice a clearing in the woods. You step out into a wild flower-filled field. You see butterflies dancing above the flowers and dragonflies darting in and out all around you. You hear the birds singing merrily in the air, as if they're beckoning you to come and lay down on this lush green hill. You begin to make your way up this grassy knoll. You sit down in the warm grass and lay back comfortably and begin to gaze up into the beautiful blue sky. You notice the clouds as they pass by, but one cloud in particular seems to just hover above you. This cloud seems to be coming and communicating with you. You take notice and intensely watch this little cloud. You notice a small hole in the middle of the cloud as this hole starts to grow and part. Opening, a magnificent light beam begins to poke through and lands directly on you laying in the soft grass. This light seems to shine all around you and begins to flow into you. You realize that this is no ordinary light. This is the light coming from the highest of heavens. You start to feel the warmth of the heavenly light upon your face, and you notice now how it begins to radiate throughout your entire body and being. The light begins and beckons you to follow it. It's guiding you. Follow the light. Hmm.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
That's it, guys. Welcome back to the present moment we're in. I was reading Ash. The blue flowers, man smiled, guided me, saw a man with curly horns like a satyr giving me friendly nod. I saw an old Viking. That's amazing. That's awesome. This is probably part of your heritage or from a past life or something. They follow us in every life and they help and work with us in every life, so it's kind of funny. Adam, I guess, couldn't quite focus, but that's okay. It's still being activated in you, Adam, whether you went deep into the meditation or not. And they will get you tonight. Trust me, they will come for you tonight. So you probably will have a dream about astral projection tonight. Um, One dream I had, they put me in a diamond. I was in the sky. Metatron did this to me. That's the angel that's on my enlightenment in the enlightenment in the darkness channel. He put me in a diamond, but the diamond, it was a diamond, but then it went up again and it went in again at the top. It was really weird. And I remember standing just like Picasso there with my arms and legs spread like spread eagle. And I remember being up in the universe and being in this diamond crystal. And then Mother Gaia took me, and this is when I went through my shamanism. This is really kind of crazy. I remember her putting me in the ground. There was like a grave that was dug in the ground, but again, it was a diamond shaped grave, and she put me in it, but the grave was only about this deep. It wasn't enough for me to feel like claustrophobic or anything. And she told me to lay there, and while I laid there, I could feel her intensely working on me because her energy comes from the ground, so that makes sense. And that was just crazy dreams. By one, in putting a ball of light in my hands and said, take it and be blessed. And this continued on for a while. Then they finished. They all lifted up their arms and a big ball of light came down. That's fantastic. That's awesome. That's fantastic, guys. So next week's class, as I said, is going to be on scrying mirrors, making scrying mirrors, how to activate a scrying mirror. This is one that I just made here. This is a really cool scrying mirror. Shane actually made the frame, and I put the Nordic symbolisms on there, the runes. So anyway, but this is just black paint painted on the black at the back of the glass. And this is just, I like my glitter, and just putting glitter in Mod Podge in the corners before I painted the back of the glass black. It's very quite simple. So anyway, so that will be next week's class. But it's May 25th, which is the next Reiki class. And that class is going to be getting the master ignitions, okay? So after, I have to break those classes up into 2 classes. That's why we're doing another class. Being broken up, because I don't want to nail you with too much at one time, because like I said, this can be quite overwhelming. Suzanne, how did you do? Did you see anything amazing? So, but that very night that I took down that I took in the Holy Fire Reiki into me, as I told you, I went to sleep, and I actually was watching myself sleep, and I saw a huge hand, bigger than a regular hand, reach down to the back of my neck, and it pulled off this thing about this big, and it was like amber color, and it was brown, but it was the light that was in it, and it slapped off my spinal column so hard and so it woke me up from my sleep, and I remember screaming, what the hell was that? And I heard, we got him, Catherine. So this will remove any attachments. If you guys have attachments, this will get them out the door, because your frequency is too high for them, and if they stay on you, you will be a crystal to them, and you will raise them up in frequency. I have allowed things to attach to me where I raised its frequency up because I wanted to save the soul. It went dark and it went light again, and I got to thank you for it, and it hung out with me. But again, when your frequency gets high enough, these lesser vibration that are not from third heaven, okay, or the 12th heaven, okay, the third heaven is of these are your ascended masters and all these lovely beings. The first and second heaven are here in the gross realm where we live. These are attachments. These are people that usually haven't crossed over, and so forth and so on. So anyway, So Suzanne, so much light went through the color spectrum. Awesome. Dancing with the light. I am the light. Yes, you are. Towards the end of the vortex of the light, I went through. That is fantastic. So what we did tonight is we took those 3 flames that I put in you guys in the last class, and we put it all together as one, and it's all in your heart space now, and it's burning you from head to toe right now. It's not going to hurt, I promise, but you are going to have shadow stuff that's going to come to the surface more. You may have moments where you just burst out crying and not knowing why. It's like, why am I crying? What am I? I'm losing my shit. You may have feel moments of where you don't feel that this world is so as tangible as it seems, because you're going up in frequency and you're expanding your consciousness out into higher and further dimensions where you've ever been. But your soul remembers you've done this before. We've been here many times. Okay, we're still here and we're still fighting the battle, so we must be doing something right. Okay, so each time we're dropped behind that veil of amnesia when we're reborn again, and we have to remember who in the hell we are. We are normally, naturally beings of love and light. That's who we are. And when you learn to accept that and to take that into you, your whole life is going to change. You're going to be bringing in new frequencies and new vibrations. You're going to find your soul family. I promise you. Ash has found her soul family, and a few others here in here. I love you guys. I really do. And I'm rooting for you. And that's why I'm giving this stuff away for free, unless you want the book and the certificate to go with it. I will be mailing the certificates to those, and I do have the list of those who do not have the certificates. I will be mailing them out. Give me the first. That's when I get paid again. So I'll be mailing them out then. So you will have them. June 8th will be the graduating class. You will be Reiki masters as of June 8th. You will be able to teach classes and do what I'm doing. And again, I've also linked below in the final class to go on to the World Peace Holy Fire Reiki. That's the highest vibrational Reiki out there. You can take it into you. I've done it myself. Okay, I've done it a few times actually. And by doing that, even if you take it into you and you go back and redo the meditation, you always get more. There's always something more to get and something to break free, or there's always healing. There's always healing. It never disappoints. So please trust in the power. Trust in the faith, and the biggest thing of all, trust in yourselves, trust in your intuition. Learn that your intent has power, and if you put enough power in behind that intent, you are manifesting and bringing things to your life. You're not letting destiny be in charge of you anymore. You're telling destiny what you want. You're putting that out into the universe. You're shining. You're sparkling like a diamond. So anyway, I do want to go over, if people want to have their books, page 37, I do want to go over the Karuna symbols really quick, and then I'm going to let you guys go for tonight, if that's cool. You guys good with that? So page 37, we start with Zonar. Just be Zonar here. Like I said, you just draw the Z and then the 3 times around in the middle. Okay, hard to do it backwards in the... Okay, so I'm just going to touch briefly on what each one means. Question? Yes. No, you just have to actually just draw them. You can draw them on your hand, and that actually activates them. There's no attunement. Like I said, there's no putting your tongue up to the roof of your mouth and doing any, mantras or anything along that line. You just have to have the intent to want to use them. That's why I suggested using the stones, because I have the stones right here. Using the stones too is you can just focus on, this is hearth here, you just focus on it and put it in the place where it needs that healing. There's something that just went up here. Then you focus on that healing. Something over here. Well, I'm getting busy now. You just focus on that symbol, okay? And like I said, I really don't use them that much. I do usually, I use the grounding ones because a lot of people are floaty, man. You're like a balloon that's just touching down and disconnected. So I do use ones to ground people because it grounds their energy out. And when they ground your energy out, it gets the toxins out of your body. They come out the bottom of your feet. Do earthing, walk around barefoot, sit living in the sunshine for 15 minutes a day. We are actually, we're like osmosis, we're like plants, we're photosynthesis, or whatever you want to call it. We actually can take the sunshine and take the energy of the sunshine, and it feeds our bodies now, because we are going from being carbon-based to crystalline beings. It's amazing. In fact, I was sitting here earlier and it's like, why is my chest was being shiny, and it's like, what the hell? It's like I didn't put anything on. I am becoming a vampire, a sparkly vampire, damn it. So anyway, so these are really cool to have. But as far as activating, no, Suzanne, that's a wonderful question. Thank you for asking that. Oh my god, this cough. All right, so page 37, we're on Zonar here. I put my card somewhere so I can show you. Hang on. There we go. All right. So, okay. So this is Zonar here. There we go. So that's Zonar there. So drawn around 3 times, kind of messy, but hey, that's me. All right. So it heals on a cellular level. So this would be the stone that you would actually use on somebody that may have cancer, that is gone, and it's in the cells in the body. So you definitely work on that one. Heals past life issues. It's great for that. Say there's PTSD or things going on in somebody's life, that, or they have a lot of panic attacks. Zona would be the one I would pull out for this one. Heals child abuse. There's a lot of child abuse. It's a messed up world that we're living in nowadays. You know, I've met a lot of people. In fact, I can go with my tuning fork standing 6 feet away and work towards them, and I can feel where there's resistance, and I can tell where there's trauma, and I can actually, just like reading the rings of a tree, I can tell you the age you were when that trauma hit you. And I will keep hitting it with the tuning fork until I break it free. So it's really amazing. I am going to take this further. If you guys want to learn how to use the tuning forks on the meridians and everything in the body, this is something that Reiki masters do not teach. This is my gift. I'm all about frequencies. So anyway, heals karmic issues. So if you have karma, maybe from past life, it might not even be this lifetime. You might not know. And it doesn't hurt if you're not sure of the stone or the symbol to use. It doesn't hurt to use it anyway. You're not going to cause damage. Reiki doesn't hurt. It heals. So no matter what you do, there's no wrong with this. Like I said, it's all personal. Okay, now we're moving on to Halu. This be Halu here. Okay, kind of looks like a lantern. Okay, and again, it's 3 times around in the middle. Halu heals unconscious patterns. Subconsciously, this could be stuff that you don't know about. Like I said, you're going to have moments of crying. You don't know what's going on. Halu would be a great thing to place on your body and just focus on Halu for a minute. Say Halu, Halu. You can go Halu fire, Halu. You can, there's chants you can do. There's a bunch of stuff you can do. Heals the shadow self. This is a wonderful thing. You guys have all this garbage coming up. I still have garbage coming up. I keep taking it at the curb, but more stuff keeps coming up. So anyway, but it heals the shadow self. So Halu, is a great one to focus on for healing the shadow self. Heals sexual and physical abuse as well. Dispels psychic and psychological attack. So if I was going through my problem back then 25 years ago, and I knew about this, I would have focused on Halu and focused on that, because it helps with psychic attack. Then we move on to Hearth. So Hearth is the next one. I remember it. It looks like a cross that's inside a tent. That's how I remember it. So it helps heal relationships. So you have past trauma with a relationship, or you don't want to bring that garbage to a new relationship. Heal that stuff first before you bring your stuff to the next relationship. Why not give the best you to the next person that you really want to have a relationship with? Makes sense? Develop good habits. Say if you had some bad habits going on, as I have cigarette smoking, that's the next thing I'm getting rid of. Heals addictions. Yes, there it is. Heals addictions, drinking, alcohol, drugs. Develops compassionate action. say somebody feels hollow inside and they feel disconnected, this can help bring back that compassion towards other people's in their lives. Can contact spiritual beings, another one to use for spiritual beings. Now we're on page 43. We're moving on to Rama. This is the one that I usually use. This is the one that's drawn in my attic upstairs. It helps calm energies in the house. It helps to ground things. It heals the lower chakras. So this would be the one you'd want to concentrate on for the root chakra, your sacral chakra, as well as your solar plexus. Clears the mind. If you have a client that's feeling out of sorts, confused, dizzy, it helps clear the mind. Again, you're grounding that energy. Think about this. Psychokinetic energy builds up in you. It does. You get it from people. You get it from yourself. You get it from attachments. You get it from being around things. Okay. So the great thing to do is to draw Rama. It's just what looks like two hockey sticks with a spring in the middle. That's how I remember it. That's a great one for grounding you and getting out that kinetic energy that's built up in you. The Schumann resonance, if you guys really want to pay attention to frequencies and stuff, pay attention to Synister Streams, Synister Four Winds Investigations. I got too many things going on here. That is our Facebook channel, and I always post when the Schumann resonance, that's the natural oscillation of the Earth's energies getting hit by solar flares and everything, that affects you. That's why I post it in there. I also post wonderful grounding meditations and little snippets that you guys can actually do. So helps clears the mind, clears a room of negative energies, and that's another reason why I draw it up there. This is the one symbol I will actually go when I do a land cleansing. I will draw it somewhere. Absolutely. Harmonizes upper chakras with the lower chakras. Okay, and now we're moving on to Nosha. This is Nosha here. Looks like a windmill. Hey, a windmill. All right, so Nosha heals the mind, connects the higher self to the lower self, improves learning ability, heals communication, increases creativity. You can actually just draw these, just drawing them and placing them on yourself. If you got some shadow work to do, draw it, place it on yourself, and picture drawing it in your mind and holding it and connect with Nosha. And when you do that, it's actually going to help to connect your higher self to your lower self, improves learning ability, heals communication, and increases creativity. All right. So now we're moving on to Eva. Eva looks like a big E with hair coming off the back. Okay. Claim your power. Take back your power, damn it. Heals codependence. So if you're in a codependence relationship, it will help heal that. Heals reality awareness. I talk to fairies, so there's no reality. My reality is different than yours. Empowers your goals and heals the earth. So this is a great sigil or symbol to draw on Mother Gaia to help her. Okay, now we're moving on to Shanti. This is Shanti. There we go. It looks like a K with a little sideways S coming off of it. Okay. Brings peace and creates trust in your life. This is great to use on yourself because the one person that we don't seem to trust at all or trust fully is ourselves. We got to practice more self-love because it's very, very important to do that. Heals insomnia. Maybe I'll draw this on my forehead and my eyelids and I get no sleep in this house. Okay. Heals fear and panic. So this is a great one. If you have a lot of fear and panic taking over your life, this is a great, Shanti is great to focus on. Manifest the best results. Say if you're going for a job interview, put it on you. Or just concentrate on Shanti and see getting that interview. Pull that emotion. This is called quantum leaping. Pull that emotion of getting that interview into the here and now, and you're bringing it to you instead of chasing it away. Our ego never allows us to be happy in the here and now. Remember that. No, you can't do that. I'll be happy when I lose the 10 pounds. I'll be happy when I date that good guy over there. Doesn't let you be happy in the here and now. That's messed up. And the ego isn't a bad thing. The ego's a good thing. It keeps us from walking in front of cars. And no, don't do that. That's not safe. But the ego is about we need to heal the broken ego, okay? And that's what it's not about pushing your ego aside here, guys. It's about healing your ego. And when you let that ego go and you get connected with everything, your life is really going to get amazing. Increases clairvoyancy also as well. And then we're going on to Kriya. This be Kriya here. That's Kriya there, okay? So another great grounding one. This is another one. These are the two, this one and the other one. Oh my goodness, where is it? Where'd you go? No, I lost it. In Rama. Okay, so these are the two major ones I use for grounding. So these are really great for grounding. Manifest your goals, creates priorities, heals the human race. Okay, and then of course, then we have the Holy Fire Reiki symbol. This is the master symbol, and I'm giving it to you guys now. So you get this in you guys, because this is really going to make a difference in your life, and I promise. And you get through the garbage of releasing, and I shouldn't say garbage. I'm going to take that back. Releasing the shadow self, loving your shadow self. We're meant to be here to make mistakes. This is how we learn. This is how we grow. When the stuff that drives us to our knees, but we don't give up and we continue on. This is their hallelujah moments that they love us for. They don't want us to fail. They want us to be. We have soul contracts we came here to meet and to greet and to live out. And when you don't create, and when you don't go through with those soul contracts, you gotta come back and do it again. I don't want to come back. I got better things to do. I want to be flying with fairies and angels. Anyway, so again, next week's class is on the mirror, and May 25th is the next Reiki class. This will be Reiki 2 again, part 2, and then but it's the beginning of the master, going into the master stuff. So anyway, I thank you all for being here with me and spending your time with me, and you guys, you make me shine, and I thank you all for all that you do. And just one more thing, people, keep shining that light. Oh, please, one more thing. Sorry. Practice the Reiki, please. The more you do it, the better, the stronger, the more clairvoyant, the more clairsentient, the more clear everything you're going to become, okay? You're going to tap into things that you've never tapped into. Your world is going to get grander and grander, okay? If you get too caught up in the ascension, sickness stuff, please ground and center yourselves, but contact me. I have wonderful meditations. I have answers for everything. I got an answer for everything, okay? So anyway, but I thank you all. My mod is Jasmine, my mod is Adam, my other mod Sara, Synister, Suzanne for being here, Julie, God love you, my sweet sweet friend. We got to get together soon. Ash, you got it, girl. Just learn to trust in yourself, sweet pea, and you got this. I know you do. I have faith in you, my child. So I love you all, Adam and Vincent, Andrew, and everybody else, and anybody else who comes along and watches this later. Thank you for being here. Share my content, get my craziness out there. I have a lot of stuff I want to share with people. So remember one more thing, guys. You keep shining your light, and we'll see you next week, man. Shine, 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 guys.